Thank you for coming back to the Rick Titus show, to the Ztegrity and the Zblackcard. I appreciate you coming back to the show today. Thank you for joining in, chiming in, and I want to also thank Maysville, South Carolina, for chiming in and giving me all of those likes. Also, Sumter, South Carolina as well. Today, guys, if you got a laptop or a desktop, I want you to go to zoom.us. Zoom.us. And you can look at this video. This is a live webinar that Zblackcard does 7 days a week. 7 days a week with your boy Dean Hart. Dean Hart, this guy does an excellent webinar. Dean Hart. So if you want to call in, let me give you the number. Hope you got your pens and paper handy. That number is 646-876-9923. 646-876-9923. The pin number is 789-0323-577 #. That pin number is 789-0323-577 #. This call is at 5 Pacific time, 6 Mountain time, 7 Central time, and 8 p.m. Eastern time. And also, we want to go to my app, Rick Titus have an app. Yes, go to your Google Play Store, type in Ricky, RICKEYTITUS. Download the app. Also, go to your Apple Store, download the app. Type in Ricky, RICKEYTITUS. Download the app to get the information on this Zblackcard, this Ztegrity business. Also, we want to do some urgent message that was relayed in your email. You guys need to check your email, check your spam folder, check your email, check your spam folder. This is for everybody on my team: Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, Periscope. Tune in. This is an urgent message that everybody needs to display this down to your downline. Give this information to your downline. Listen. Let's be clear on some things. Ztegrity is moving into some new areas, some new ventures. They're adding 2 new banks. So with this rapid deal that you have on your cell phone, you have up until October the 22nd. Let me read my notes to make sure I'm giving y'all this information correctly. Yep. October the 22nd, if you got a direct deposit, you got any money going to your MasterCard right now, you need to delete all of that by October the 22nd. And also, you guys who who has a back office, go in your back office, update your back office, send a support ticket, put your full complete name. Some of you guys are putting your names in there, but you're not putting your middle initial. Come on, put your full name, put your promo code, add your promo code and say requesting a new card, because they added these 2 banks, and Mr. Mason is going to come out on the webinar sometime this week or sometime next week and give everybody some update. Think about it. Some guys out here are filling out the information, but you're not putting your right. Come on, you guys know your name. You know if you got a middle initial or not, right? Put your name, fill out the forms, and in your support tab. Do not go to the Google group admin administration. Do not go there. Go to your support tab in your back office. Fill out your name correctly. Put in your promo code. Add your promo code in the support ticket and requesting a new card. That's what the home office said that we need to do. And Miss Moody was on the webinar last night. And you guys who's a sponsor and leaders, you need to be giving your team this information. You need to make sure that you give your team the information that I'm relaying out to you today. And yes, man, banks change every day. Think about it. How many times you went to another bank in the last 2 to 3, 4 years? You know, banks change, cards change. I mean, so no, don't get discouraged. Don't get an attitude because they want to move. They're moving to a different area, different banks out here. You know, Ztegrity is trying to improve their situation, and it might be a better situation for us. Once we get all of the information from Mr. Mason, everybody will be fine. So chill. chill Facebook Live, chill YouTube, chill Periscope. I mean, things like that in business happen. All kind of businesses change every day. They change payroll department. They change banking situation. They change location where they was at. They do a whole lot. They change president. They change vice president. So what? I'm moving along with Ztegrity, moving along with Zblackcard. This is the urgent message that needs to be displayed today. And also, you know, I want to make sure I emphasize this enough. Invoices, when you receive your invoice, pay your invoice. Request for an invoice to be sent to your email. You guys are not checking your emails. You're not checking your emails. I send an email out to my team once a week. Not every day, but once a week. Some of you guys are signing people up for free. That's okay, but you need to let them know they need to upgrade. It's okay for them to sign up for free, but they need to be upgrading to get the full aspect of the compensation plan. I send an email out every week. I sent the email out to my team to check their email. Go in your spam folders and check your emails to get this new urgent message that the home office sent out to everybody. With this black card, with this Zblackcard, boss toss it. The boss toss is still gonna be here. The boss toss is still will be here. All this new information about the Ztegrity, Zblackcard, Mr. Mason will probably come out on a webinar the end of this week. Probably come out next week and discuss and tell us what the new plan is. There's no other card on the market like this. There's no other bank card on the market like this today. The new sound of money. And then listen, guys, you guys who sponsoring individuals, boss toss it. You guys that sponsoring individuals and not giving them the information, you just getting them in to add some income into your household. Come on, stop doing that. You know, get in touch with your people that you're sponsoring in the business. Make sure they know what's going on. Make sure they're adequate in what's going on. If you go in your back office, look at the Equifax upload tab that's in your back office. Look at that sheet. Look at that and make sure that you upgrade your phone number, your SNN number, your ENI number, your telephone number, your name. Make sure that everything is correct, your address. Make sure you upload that information so when they do report that to Equifax regarding your credit boost and your trade line, all of your information will be correct. They're working hard. They're uploading everything in your back office as we talk and as we speak manually right now. Manually. So when you request an invoice, they're gonna send that invoice. It may not come out that day, but they'll come out 2 or 3 days later. You'll see it in your email. Check your spam folders and then pay your invoice. I just did mine last week. The end of the month, 31st, the end of the month, they sent me an invoice. I paid it, just like they said they was gonna do. I requested to have an invoice sent to Rick Titus email, and they sent it. A day later, I saw the email in my spam folder, and then I paid my invoice on the 31st of last month. We're going into September. It's just really that simple, giving people the adequate information about this Ztegrity and this Zblackcard. Come on, folks, let's get with the program. Listen. This card that we have here, I'm going to touch bases on the benefits and the value of this card, but I want to talk to my marketing people that's on my team. Listen, I want you to go to this website for my marketing team. We're gonna put your link in a rotator. No fee for this. We're gonna put your link in a rotator, but what you got to do, you got to request that you was referred by Rick Titus. Promo code. My promo code is 75PH. Rick Titus promo code is 75PH. And when I refer you to this on web page, this ionwebpage.com is IONWEBPAGES.com. It's a link. It's a web page. We're going to put your link in that web page, and it's going to be displayed on the across the entire network. Hear me real good. You don't even have to pay for it. You want people to see your web page, but you got to request that you was referred by Rick Titus. Promo code 75PH. And we're going to put your link. And then when you do put your ad on this web page, you got to make sure that you do a good ad copy, folks. Make sure that you're doing outstanding ad copy. People look at your ad copy. Then you can add a video into that ad that you're going to be replacing on this website. But make sure that you adequately do a great and outstanding ad copy. Write a good ad copy, and we're going to do a rotation with your link. This is what I'm doing for my team. I'm helping you. Dean Hart put this program together. It's approved by Troy Mason. Go to IONWEBPAGES.com. Tell them Rick Titus referred you to them. In order for you to get your ad posted, you got to say who referred you to them. Rick Titus, my promo code 75PH. 75PH. And start getting your link in the rotation. Once you get that in there, Dean Hart is going to ask you to send your promo code so he can add your link into that ad. Into the ad all over the internet, the World Wide Web. This is helping your team. This is helping you. This is helping you build your business. The more people, more eyeballs that's seeing your website, that's seeing your business, the more signups that you may get inquired, the more leads that you can convert into sales. For the people that's serious. This is not for the people that's not serious. This is for the guys and the young ladies that's serious about their Zblackcard, serious about their Ztegrity business. So this is some things that my team is trying to produce. And also you got a deadline on this card. You got a deadline, October the 22nd. October the 22nd. Make sure that you delete all of your direct deposits that's on this card. Make sure that you delete all of that. Make sure this card will not be valid after October the 22nd. October the 22nd is the deadline. Boss toss it, but there will continuously to be a boss toss. And once you start going into your back office and filling out that support tab, fill out the support tab the correct way. The correct way so you can request to have a new card. Troy Mason said he got two more banks. So he's going to give us that information this week or going into next week. Come on, folks. Get with the program. I mean, do not get discouraged. There's no need to get discouraged. Companies change banks every day. Companies change presidents every day. Vice presidents every day, managers every day, change locations every 2 or 3 years. Come on. The company is still here. Your money will not be affected coming off of that card. No money will be affected coming off of that card. If you got money on it, then display it and get it off of the card. You got to the October the 22nd. This is September now. You got almost 30-something days to get that done. And then once you get the new card, then you can start your new direct deposit, your new banking information on the new card. But listen, there is no other card out there on the market like this, folks. There's no other card on the market like this. Every 5 seconds, listen to me, folks. Every 5 seconds, there is a prepaid card being issued to somebody, boss toss it. To somebody somewhere. Don't get this mistaken. Every 5 seconds there's a card being delivered or being issued to somebody somewhere. Why not be you? We want to be able to save you money on your finance. Save you money. You want to be able to rent a car with that card. You want to be able to do a cash advance at any bank. I didn't say at one bank. I said at any bank. Listen to me good. Free to transfer money to money from card to card. You hear what I'm saying? This card has an account number and a routing number attached to it. Yes, nothing is going to change. You're just going to be adding the two different banks on the card. Better banks, better benefit, better value. Listen, folks, I'm giving y'all the correct information. Who in America would like to know no direct deposit? No direct deposit, no credit checks. What? Rick Titus, no credit checks. No overdraft fees. That's what Mr. Mason is bringing to the table, bringing to the team. No overdraft fees. All of these fees that these institutions have been imposing on you. They said it's over $1.5 million plus fees last year in overdraft fees alone. Say what, Rick Titus? Overdraft fees alone in the banking industry. We're trying to invite you to the table. No late fees. We're trying to invite you to the table. Pull a seat out for you. This has never, ever, ever, ever been done before. That's what Mr. Mason is bringing to the table for you guys. No transferable fees. All of these fees is encountered with all of these other cards out here. Mr. Mason is saying Ztegrity, Zblackcard, we don't want no fees attached to our cards. And to our people out in the community, no POS fees, no point of sales fees, no fees to write a check, no network ATM fees. If you in the network, no fees. If you go outside of the network, over I think it's 7,000 ATM machines out there, you might spend $1. They say, hey, Mr. Mason, are you out of your mind? I want to develop a 28 grams of metal black card. I want to design a 28 grams of metal black card to the consumers with no fees attached to this card, no fees at all. You work hard for your money every week. You work hard for your money every week. You work hard for your money every month. So why continuously to go out there and swipe and pay these fees to these institutions out here? It's unbelievable. The banking industry is great. And Mr. Mason is trying to bring you to the table. He's trying to pull out a seat for you. False toss it. Trying to pull a seat out with you to join in with this debit card. How can you share this and make money with this card, Rick Titus? How can you share this and make money with this Zblackcard? That's what he's trying to tell you guys today. That's what he's trying to open up your eyes, open up the doors, and let you in. That's the urgent message that we want to give to you guys today. So, you know, the thing about it is so many. I was at the Walmart shopping, and I'm seeing people swiping their cards on these ATM machines. I'm seeing people swiping their debit cards all over Walmart over the weekend, doing some shopping. Then I went out to dinner. I seen people using their debit cards to swipe and pay for their meal with their loved ones. I seen people going to the movies, swiping their cards to have some entertainment. I seen people going to the bank to get a withdrawal at their institution, but some of them can't get the withdrawal because they have an overdraft fee. Then you got some come in at this different institution and can't get the service that they need because they don't bank with that institution. What kind of mess is that? I goes in the bank and say I want a cash withdrawal. I want a cash withdrawal for my card. What they do is say, hey, what kind of card is this? This is my debit card here. Process it. This is Rick Titus. Give me your address. Give me your telephone number. Give me your name. And they withdraw it and they give me my money. And I didn't bank at that institution over the weekend. I have another bank that I deal with. I just went to go see how adequate that is and that can be. And it worked. And what Troy Mason said is true. It's true. So that's the reason why I want to share this information with you guys. That's the reason why I want to make sure that you guys understand the magnitude and the power of this card, the power of this Zblackcard. Improve your credit scores, to improve and enhance your finance in your household. That's what this Zblackcard can do for you. What other debit card on the market can do that? To educate you on the banking industry. To educate you guys. Listen to me real good. We wasn't invited to the table a long time, 15 to 20 years ago. We was not invited to the table at all. All they want you to do is consume, to be a consumer, but not trying to get you to invest into a company to educate the consumers, tell them that it's a better way out here. It's a better way. Boss toss it. Every time I boss toss it, when I go out to the restaurant, I boss toss it immediately. And people want to say, what is that? And Rick Titus, how can I get one? You hear me loud and clear? Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope. When I go out to the restaurant, when I go out to the concerts, when I go out shopping, and I boss toss it, they say, what is it, Rick Titus, and how can I get one of them? I say, hey, look, go to your mobile phone. Go to your Google Play Store. Type in Ricky, RICKEY-TITUS, and download the app. You're going to see all of the videos. You're going to see the link that says sign up today. No fees. No overdraft fees. No late fees. No POS fees. No point of sales fees. Go to your Apple Store. Download the app right now. Do it now. I see you peeping out of your cubicle right now. I see you in that garage snooping and looking at that Facebook Live saying, who is Rick Titus? What is he talking about? This Zblackcard, baby. Download the app on your Apple phone. Ricky, RICKEY-TITUS. Download the app. It's one of the beautiful and one of the magnificent, one of the more powerful, one of the most encouraging cards that's on the market today. You hear me, folks? I want you to hear me real loud and real good. Download the app. I spend a lot of time boss tossing. I spend a lot of time. Let's do it. Let me do a good boss toss. Boss toss. You know, I spend a lot of time, folks. I spend a lot of times on these blogs. I spend a lot of time on these videos. I spend a lot of time on this Wbgr Entertainment Facebook Live. The Z-Tegra, the Zblackcard, hosted by Rick Titus. If you want to see me live, go to Wbgr Entertainment on Facebook Live. And you can see the show every Tuesday at 1:30. Every Tuesday at 1:30. And look at the background. Look at that picture. Look at the background. I built these pages. You know, before the show ends, I want to make sure I touch bases with my team, my great, beautiful team that I have. My team is growing so rapidly right now. Look, just look at these pages that's displaying in the background here. You guys can do this. You guys, these are unlimited pages. $0 for 7 days. $0 for 7 days. Red bottom shoes page. This is how your card will look. I built those pages. It only take me about five minutes. If I want to add more things in it, but it may take you 10 minutes. No technical skills are involved with this. No coding is involved with this. Drag and drop it. Copy and paste it. If you can do that, we got grandmothers doing it. We got high school kids. Now, I'm getting a little bit of elementary kids in there trying to dibble and dab in that TCP program. If you want to learn how to give value, if you want to learn how to be a professional marketer, you need to have some tools. And listen, folks, the tools don't work unless you work. You got to work the tools. The tools don't work by themselves, people. You got to be able to work the tools. You got to be able to have a fantastic ad copy. You got to be able to have an outstanding call to action button. Come on, folks. You got to be able to get out of that shell and get out of that closet and get out of that behind that mirror and start exposing yourself to your business. You say you want to make a lot of money. You say you want to do a lot of traveling. You say you want to ride in the nice cars. You say you want to live in the big house. So what it requires for you to do is a little bit of work. It's not gonna come and knock on your door, Rick Titus, open up your bank account. Here's $1 million, here's $500, here's $1,000, here's $5,000, here's $10,000 in your account. It don't work like that. You got to build some value, folks. You got to be able to build some value. You got to be able to have a know, like, and trust you platform. You got to have a know, like, and trust you platform, folks. There's no other way around it. No other way around it. You got to be able to expose yourself. You got to be able to get in front of a camera and start talking about the Zcard, the Zblackcard. You got to start getting on videos and doing videos and letting the people know that you're real. Knowing that you're real. I don't want everybody. I don't want everybody. I just want some. I don't want everybody. Because this ain't for everybody. It's only for the special people. It's only for the special people that I'm looking for. It ain't for everybody. So you got to be able to learn how to do and add copy. You got to be able to entice people to click on your capture pages, your landing pages. You got to be a professional marketer. You got to be consistent, and you got to be loyal to your business. You got to be loyal to your business. Look, I was looking at a video with Mike Tyson's. They said Customato. What did you learn from Customato, Mike? What did you learn? He said discipline. I said, what? Get out of here, Mike Tyson. Huh? Mike Tyson said discipline. Customato taught him discipline. That's what Rick Titus is trying to teach my team. Discipline. You got to be disciplined. You got to be able to get out of that bed in the morning and say, what is on my table today? What is it that I'm trying to improve today? What is it that I'm trying to get better today, Rick Titus? What is my goal for today? That's what you got to get out of your bed to do today. That's what you got to get out of your circle. Get out. You are the problem. Most of the people, most of the time, is you. Because I was there. I was in there. Say, hey, man, damn, Rick Titus, man, how can you make these calls? Doggone it, Rick Titus. Why are you not making these phone calls? Why are you not getting up every day? Why you not getting on that phone and following up with the people who are interested in your business? Doggone it. What is the problem here? You are the problem, Rick Titus. It's all on you. It's all on you. It ain't about your kids. It ain't about your mama. It ain't about your husband. It ain't about your wife. It's you. Once you start showing them some value in what you're doing, once you start being a disciplined and a coachable person, you shall win. You will win. Once you start showing them that, and once you start being disciplined and making those phone calls, doing your great follow-ups, then you will win. Then you're worrying about the money too much. You got to start focusing on the skills. Get your skill level up. Get your skills level up. Start focusing on building yourself. Start talking in acclamation. Rick Titus, you're great. You're powerful. You're intelligent. You're smart. That's what you need to tell yourself. I talk to myself every day. Every day. How can I get better, Rick Titus? How can I improve my skills, Rick Titus? How can I share this information the adequate way with some of the people out here in the community and all over the world? So this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do, people. You got to be able to step out of you. Get out of your way. Get out of your way. And say, hey, look, I need to start making these phone calls. I need to start following up. There's no other way around it. If you can't talk on the phone, if you can't pick this phone up and say, hey, hello, how you doing? This is Rick Titus with Zblackcard, Zblackcard. You can say that. This is how you improve your skills. Start practicing, start learning, start picking up the phone, start following up on these prospects when they fill out your capture page and your landing page. You can build as many landing pages, as many capture pages that you like. Look at the background there. If you need help, go to our Facebook page. Go to our Zblackcard All-Star group. Go to our Zblackcard All-Star group, folks, and start getting in contact with Rick Titus. You know, just to give y'all a little bit of information on what I'm trying to do with my team. And look at that capture page right there. And they say, hey, why do you put your telephone number on your capture and your capture pages and your landing page? The reason why I put my telephone number on there is because what? I want them to call me. You hear me? Facebook Live. You hear me? YouTube. You hear me? Periscope. I want the people to call me. And you got to be able to pick that phone up and say, hello, how you doing? This is Rick Titus with Zblackcard with Ztegrity. That's the reason why I want them to call me. That's the reason why I want them to share that information with them. That's the reason why I want to do that. That's the reason why you should put your telephone number on your landing pages and your capture page. About this Zblackcard here. Boss toss it. That's the reason why I do it. You need to do the same thing. Go to your Google Play Store right now. Go to your Google Play Store right now and type in Rickey, RICKEY, TITUS, and download the app. Download the app right now. Go to your Apple Store. Type in Rickey, RICKEY, TITUS, and download the app. On your Apple Store, you're going to see all of the beautiful videos. You're going to see the blogs. You're going to see the link to sign up today. You need it. You want it. You got to have it. You need to get your Zblackcard today. You need to get your Zblackcard today. Think about this, folks. Boss toss it. Think about this. It's a guy out here named Jeff Bezos. Started Amazon in the basement of his house with an Amazon sign on the wall. Now Amazon is posted today trillions of dollars in the stock market. Trillion of dollars. Apple did it 2 months ago. Now Amazon. Steve Jobs started Apple, the Apple phone, where you can go ahead and make videos. You can go ahead and talk to people all over the world. You can send videos. You can type on this thing. You can save messages on this thing. You can add all incredible apps on this phone. A cell phone. Steve Jobs. Then you got my main man, Art Williams. A.L. Williams started Prime America. Said I wanted to knock off MetLife Insurance. These are guys that had a dream. These are guys that had some infrastructures with their companies. Huh? Then you had another guy came around by the name of Troy Mason. Started Ztegrity, Zblackcard, and said, hey, I want to go ahead and develop a 28 grams of metal black debit card to the consumer. Called 100 banks. Got 3 of them to take on his vision. Then I want to be able to have that debit card to enhance their credit scores. Wow, Troy Mason. See, these guys had a dream. These guys had a vision. And the name of the company is Ztegrity, Zblackcard, out of Houston, Texas. The CEO is Troy Mason. I said, what? Boss toss it. See, so these guys, you don't think that Jeff Bezos didn't have any issues, any mountains that he had to climb. Don't think that Steve Jobs didn't have any issues that he had to climb. Don't think that A.L. Williams, Art Williams didn't have any issues and didn't have any mountains he had to climb. He had to open up some doors. Don't think that Troy Mason don't have issues that he has to climb. He has to open up some doors. There's always going to be some obstacles somewhere. That's the reason why he said, hey, this is a urgent message for my people. I need y'all to be patient. I need y'all to stay with me. I need y'all to stay on that wagon. I need y'all to stay on that coach. I need y'all to stay motivated. I need y'all to stay inspired. I need y'all to stay devoted. I need you to stay, Rick Titus, to have that discipline and fight and win. That's what this is all about here. That's what this is all about. Listen to Rick Titus. Listen to what I'm saying. There is no need to panic. There's no need to get outrageous. There's no need to start complaining, start making excuses. All you got to do is just stick to the plan. Are you willing to fight with Troy Mason? Are you willing to fight with Zblackcard? Are you willing to fight with Zblackcard? Are you willing to stay with Rick Titus? Are you willing to share this video? Are you willing to share and comment this feed here? This Zblackcard hosted by Rick Titus at Wbgr radio station. Are you willing to fight with me? My team. Talk to me. You know, so that's the goal for today. That's the ticket. That is the ticket. Let me check these comments here. That is the ticket for today. That's the urgent message that I want to display for you today. With this prepaid debit card. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. The urgent message regarding the two banks that Troy Mason has developed. This company is not going anywhere. We want to shine and rise with you. That's what we want to do. We want to make sure that you are intact with what we're talking about here today, folks. Be inspired. Be encouraged. Start making videos, my team. Start getting on that phone and do your follow-up calls. Start building your business like Rick Titus is doing. Start building those capture pages, those landing pages, unlimited pages here. Start doing that. I mean, this TCP tool is so powerful and so outstanding. Like I said, you can get this TCP program for $0 for 7 days, $1.61 per day. $1.61 per day. You can get all of the tools that you have with this TCP program for $1.61 per day, and you can utilize all of the tools. Some programs out there, you can't utilize all of the tools when you have the program. But with TCP, you can. You can utilize every tool that they have in that back office for 7 days. For 7 days, folks. 7 days, you are entitled to use every last one of those tools that they have in their back office. You can use all of their landing pages. You can use all of their capture pages. You can use all of their autoresponders. You can utilize all of the webinar replay. Right. You can utilize the Q&R codes. You can utilize that drag and drop. Drag it and drop it. Drag it and drop it. It's a video in that back office. If you can copy and paste, no technical skills are involved with this. Look at the background. Look at the pictures that the slides that I'm showing you in the background here. And after your 7 days, it's $50 a month. $50 a month. I mean, how incredible you can get with this, how powerful this tool is, how you can be able to show people value in your skills. And like I said, I want to make sure that everybody is clear. I want to make sure that everybody is clear on the information that I'm giving out today regarding this marketing tool that Dean Hart gave out on the call last night on the webinar. This marketing tool, this ionwebpage.com, this IONWEBPAGES.com, and it's going to put your link into a rotator. And what you want to do is you want to tell them Rick Titus referred you. My promo code is 75PH. Tell them Rick Titus referred you. You're going to have to email Dean Hart at dean@zblackcard.com. dean@zblackcard.com. That's his email address. Send him your promo code. Tell him Rick Titus referred you. My promo code is P75PH. Rick Titus promo code is 75PH. And we're going to put your link in a rotator. All over, your link will be all over the internet. All over the internet, and it doesn't cost you anything. This is all for the Z-Tegrity Zblackcard team. What company is doing that for you? What company is doing that for you? You know, take a look at the screen. I want you to marinate on those pictures right there. Marinate on those pages right there. That's the reason why how I'm developing all of these leads. That's how I'm developing all of these leads and converting these leads into sales. You hear me, folks? That's how I'm converting these leads into sales. That's how I'm following up on the calls. I'm making the phone calls to the people when they opt into my page. When they opt into my page, I'm making the phone calls to them, folks. I'm giving them value. That's what you got to give them. They got to know you, they got to like you, and they got to trust you. Hear me real good, Facebook Live. Hear me good, real good, Periscope. Hear me real good, YouTube. They got to know you, Rick Titus. They got to like you, Rick Titus. And they got to trust you, Rick Titus. You got to come out of that closet that you're in. You got to come from behind that rock and expose yourself to the public. If you want to do big things in this business, you got to be able to, hey, Tanya, how you doing? I appreciate you chiming in. Hey, Tanya, I appreciate you chiming in. You got to be able to be exposed. You got to want it. You got to want it badder than you want to breathe. You got to want this, folks. Let me take my glasses off. Let you see me. You got to want this badder than you want to breathe every day. You want to be able to do something special with your husband. You want to be able to do something special with your wife. You want to be able to do something special with your girlfriend. You want to do something special with your boyfriend. You want to be able to do something special with your kids, your nieces, your grandmothers, your uncles. You want to be able to shine. You want to be able to take them on trips that they never thought they could go on. You want to be able to buy them houses that they never thought that you could do. You want to be able to buy them cars that they all the time dream about and wishing and wanting. Why don't you do it for them? You want to be able to set up some type of trust fund. You want to be able to get into some real estate and start being a leader and a provider. You want to be able to close deals on an apartment complex. Why can't you do it? God didn't make no punks out here. You can do whatever you want to do. So why not get involved and start building this business and write that off at the end of the year? Get powerful and be devoted and have some discipline in your skills. Develop your skill market. That's what Rick Titus is here to tell you. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? That's what Rick Titus is trying to tell you guys. Stop all of this complaining and stop all of this hoop-de-lock and going out to the club at night. What deal did you close last night, Rick Titus? Stop going and complaining about, oh, I don't have no laptop. Then go get one. They ain't stop making them. Go get one. Start improving yourself. Start investing into yourself. And start putting your goals down and say, hey, I can do this. Stop letting people tell you what you can't do and what you can do. That's what Rick Titus is here to tell you. I'm doing it. Yeah, I went through some struggles. I had to go get me another laptop. I had to go get me another phone. I had to go get me another car. They ain't stop making cars. You understand what I'm saying? Rick Titus been through it. I've been through it. What you going through? I didn't have no gas sometime to get to my appointments. I had to say, hey, Lord, help me. I didn't have no laptop at one time. Lord, help me. I didn't have the skills to learn how to build these pages. I said, Lord, send me a marketing tool on the internet, and I'm going to work it. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to say, hey, how can I get out of this raft? How can I get out of this rough raft and start being positive and start being devoted and start being get educated on my skills, how to write an ad copy, how to develop a page like that. I seen people on the internet doing it and say, oh, how did they do it? I went to YouTube, self-taught myself. If I couldn't figure it out, I'm going to stay in my room or in my office until I figure it out. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. God didn't make no fools here. You got a brain up here, folks. You can think. You can get it done. So let's not be surprised when Ztegrity hit that mountaintop. And then you guys on the fence laying back, chilling. My Gatorators out there, which I call my haters, folks. My Gatorators out there. Oh, I know they could do it. I knew Troy Mason can pull it off. Oh, I knew Rick Titus could do it. No, you didn't know jack, because you ain't willing to put in the work. All you willing to do is downgrade Ztegrity, downgrade Troy Mason, downgrade Rick Titus, instead of saying, hey, how can I improve and help the situation? Everybody always got problems, but it's always a way to fix it, my friend. So that's the reason why I'm giving y'all this urgent message today. Don't get upside down. Don't get upside down because Troy Mason said, hey, he adding 2 new banks. He's saying, hey, you need to go ahead and get your direct deposit taken off of the card. You need to be on October the 22nd. You need to discontinue that information with the old banks that we was dealing with. That's the reason why he gave you that information. That's the reason why you didn't hear him comes on the webinar in a while, because when he does come, he's coming with some valid information for you and I. For you and I. So I want some people that's going to be in there in the ring doing some dancing and fighting. I want you to do some knockout throws. I don't want you back over there chilling, laying over. I don't want you doing that. I want a fighter. I want somebody that can get off of their behinds and start doing the work. It requires some work with whatever we're doing. Requires you to do some work. Stop all of this complaining. Stop all of this complaining that, oh, I don't know how to build this page, Rick Titus. Oh, I don't know how to do no ad copy, Rick Titus. Oh, I don't know how to put no no contact buttons on my page, no call to action button on my page. You can do it. I did it. I messed up plenty of times. You hear me, folks? I messed up plenty of times. Listen to me Facebook Live. Listen to me YouTube. Listen to me Periscope. I messed up plenty of times, but I didn't stop. I didn't quit on myself, on me. That's what the problem is. You guys got to get out of your way. That's what the problem you got. You got to be truthful with you. You got to be very truthful with you. Not with them, with you. You got to be able to get out of that shell that you're in. You got to be able to get out of the shell that you're in, folks. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you the truth about this Zblackcard, this Ztegrity right here. Boss toss it. Boss toss it. You're going to be able to boss toss it. Boss toss it ain't going nowhere. Ztegrity ain't going nowhere. Zblackcard is not going anywhere. Troy Mason is not going anywhere. Share this video. Like this video. Comment on this video. And get your team together. Start calling your team. Start emailing your team today, right now. Say, hey man, I'm listening to this guy on Wbgr, Rick Titus, talking about this Zblackcard, this Ztegrity card. He says, email me today. He says, call me today. He said, inform me today. He says, get me, uplift me today. Huh? How many people you conquered today? How many deals you closed today? What is your skill level today, Rick Titus? How can you get better today? What is that I need to do to get better today, Rick Titus? How can I inspire my team today? I can't motivate you. You motivate yourself. I can't do the motivation thing. You got to be able to motivate yourself. It's all within you. It's all within you. That's what the urgent message is today, folks. I want some power. I want some encouragement. I want some uplifting. I want some people that want to go to the top. In order for you to get to the top, you got to come from the bottom. You can't come from the top and go to the bottom. You got to come from the bottom to the top. That means that you got to go through some struggling. That means that the man upstairs got to put you in place to see if you're willing to do the work. If you're willing to do the work. I can tell you stories. I had a girl in another business didn't have a car. This girl did not have a vehicle to get around in the different cities. What she did, they didn't stop making buses. They didn't stop making cabs. This woman traveled all over the city to her appointments. You would think she's driving a Rolls Royce in the parking lot. You would think she got a Mercedes Benz at the hotel. Meet me here at the cafe. So it's all about how you looking at it, how you looking at your situation. You don't know what other people are going through. Everybody's situation is going to be different. So what, they took your phone, get another one. They ain't stopped making phones. So what, they took your laptop, they ain't stopped making laptop. So what, they took your car, they ain't stopped making cars. Huh? So what, your house got repo, they ain't stopped building houses. Get another one. Get another one. Who says that it cannot be done? If you want it bad enough, breathe it, eat it, sleep it. If you want it bad enough, you got to start getting y'all got to start getting your priorities together. Start getting your facts together. Start getting your information together. Start with my team. This is for the people that's not doing it. I ain't talking about the people that's doing it. I see your work in the back office. I see some great things for some of the people on my team. I'm talking for you Gatorators out there. You Gatorators out there. Get up and start doing something. See, with Rick Titus, I don't worry about what other people doing in Zblackcard and Z-Tech. I don't worry about them. All I worry about is what Rick Titus is doing. How can I get up here on time to do my radio show at 1:30? How can I get up here to inspire my team? How can I get up here to educate my team? How can I get up here and show my team power? How can I get up here to be disciplined with myself and with my team? That's all I worry about. And the action will take care of the results. You hear me, folks? You hear me Facebook Live? You hear me YouTube? You hear me Periscope? Your actions will take care of the result. Do the work. You can't get around that. You cannot get around it. I want to thank everybody for chiming in. Thank Latoya. Hey, what's happening? I want to thank Jeff Winfield. I want to thank you guys. You know, I got to get better at going to my chats. My chats here. I want to get better at doing that with the people that's chiming in on this feed here. You know, I want to get better with all of that. I want to get better with educating you guys on this Zblackcard, getting you informed with all of the good information. You know, I want to get better at doing that. I want to get better at enlightening you. I want you to go to that webinar today. Go to that webinar. We got a 7-day webinar at 5 Pacific time, 6 Mountain time, 7 Central time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you got a laptop, if you got a desktop, go to zoom.us. Zoom.us. If you don't have a laptop or a desktop, call in 646-876-9923. That telephone number again is 646-876-9923. 9923. The PIN number is 789-0323-577 pound. That PIN number again is 789-0323-577 577#. Tell them Rick Titus sent you there. Dean Hart does a fantastic webinar 7 days a week. Listen to me, folks, 7 days a week. With this debit card that you have here, this debit card, no overdraft fees, no late fees, no POS fees, no point of sales fees, no fees to write a check, no credit checks, no ATM fees while you're in the network. When you go outside the network is $1. We want to be able to control your finance, folks. We didn't say get rid of all of your debit cards. We just said add on a new one. Add a new one to your portfolio. Add on a new one to your portfolio. And for you guys that missed the show, replay this and go back and get the information that I said in the earlier portion of the show about the urgent message about the 2 banks that Troy Mason is bringing onto the table. He's going to come on. Be patient. He's going to come on the webinar either this week from what we was told or next week. So you're going to get informed of what's going on. Boss Toss. When you want to look at the show, you go to WBGR Facebook Entertainment. Look at the Ztegrity Zblackcard with your boy Rick Titus, the host. Every Tuesday at 1:30. Every Tuesday at 1:30. Look in my eyes. Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope. Download the app. Go to your Google Play Store. Type in Ricky, RICKEY, and download the app in your Google Play Store on your mobile device. Yeah, your boy Rick Titus has his own app. Go to your Apple Store, type in Ricky, RICKEYTITUS, download the app.